Hey history lovers, get ready to time travel to East Africa because I'm about to tell you the powerful, complex story of Burundi, all in just 3 minutes. Buckle up, let's rewind the clock over 500 years. Back then, Burundi was ruled by the Mwami, that's the king, at the head of the kingdom of Burundi. Society was organized around 3 groups: Hutu farmers, Tutsi cattle herders, and TWA hunter-gatherers. Despite later divisions, these groups shared a language, a culture, and a sense of unity under the kingdom's traditional hierarchy. Basically, imagine a society where everyone had their role, and it just worked. But then, the world changed. In the late 1800s, Germany arrived, absorbing Burundi into German East Africa. After World War I, the region was handed over to Belgium, and this is where things got complicated. The Belgians made existing ethnic differences even sharper, by favoring the Tutsi minority for education and leadership jobs. Seeds of division were sown, and you can bet that would come back to haunt the country. In 1962, Burundi finally gained independence, still a monarchy, but tensions were simmering. Fast forward to 1966. The monarchy was overthrown in a military coup, kicking off decades of unrest. Political assassinations, ethnic massacres, authoritarian rule. Burundi was caught in a cycle of violence, with Hutu and Tutsi groups locked in conflict. The most tragic chapter began in 1993 when the country's first democratically elected Hutu president, Melchior Ndadaye, was assassinated. Civil war erupted, leaving around 300,000 people dead over more than a decade. It was a dark time for the nation, but there's hope in every story. The early 2000s brought peace agreements and international mediation, like the Arusha Accords. Elections returned in 2005, and former rebel leader Pierre and Nkurunziza took office, but peace was fragile. The 2015 elections sparked protests and unrest, showing that old wounds still linger. So what about today? Burundi is rebuilding, there's progress, reconciliation efforts, development projects, and a youthful, energetic population. But challenges remain: poverty, political tension, and restrictions on the press. Still, if you look closer, you'll see a country determined to heal, to grow, and to shape its own destiny. And there you have it, the story of Burundi in just 3 minutes. From ancient kings to modern struggles, Burundi's journey is one of resilience and hope. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next episode of History in 3 Minutes. Murakoze Kane, and until next time, stay curious.